Thank you very much.
Diane Ronald Clinton.
That's my name. That's right.
War criminal. The people of Libya, the people of Iraq, the people of Syria, the people of Yemen, the people of Palestine, as well as the people of America will never forget.
Violating the university code of Rotterdam. I'm asking you to leave. The delegates will now escort you out of the building. Thank you. Can you? Sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Free!
Sarba.
Free Palestine!
Got this right.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Free Palestine! Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free Palestine!
Okay.
Free! Free Palestine!
Let me thank all of you for coming because this is such an important.
Yes, things are not going well for Democrats. This is Hillary Clinton. A protester stood up and went off on her warmonger. We also recently what she said about Tucker Carlson, but that is not our focus on this video. There is this Trump-hating guy who has suddenly changed his mind based on what he's observing with Democrats.
You see what's going on with the wokeness. You see what's going on with culture wars. And you see what's going on with actual wars.
Yeah.
Specifically, you see who the Democrats have exposed their hand, especially the progressive left. You see what's going on between Israel and Gaza. You have 3 starved David Chais on your chest right now. And as someone who is a proud New Yorker your whole life, you see what the Democratic Party has turned into. This DEI, ESG, woke manifestation of ridiculousness, intersectionality, decolonialization. You're looking at that and you say, you know what? As much as I can't stand pig dick Donald Trump,
You said it.
at least normal. At least he doesn't want to turn my boy into a girl.
At least he's normal.
Well,
But yes.
At least he doesn't want to turn my boy into a girl.
Yeah.
At least he's defending Israel, not the terrorists. And at the end of the day, I'm a reasonable person.
Yeah.
So like you said initially, I think I'm going to consider this.
Oh, I'm considering it.
Yes.
But to pull that, well, I don't know, we don't pull levers anymore.
Yeah.
Actually pull that lever.
Yeah, but pulling the lever for Biden.
And then
I'm going to tell you right now, I won't vote. I'm not voting for Biden.
No.
I'm not voting for Kamala. I'm not,
But then you can't talk.
Yes, I said it. Comedian Michael Rapa says he was wrong and irresponsible with how he treated Donald Trump over the Charlotte hoax. Rappaport admitted that he was wrong about the both side hoax during the PB podcast. Rappaport also spoke about who he will be voting for in 2024. The one thing about Charlottesville that I ranted about, I was wrong, so irresponsible. When you see the full quote, that isn't what he said. I'm not voting for Biden. I'm not voting for Kamala. I just love California. I'm not voting for Gavin Newsom. If you remember, I did a video about this same guy a few days ago.
This is why when I say voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table, voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table. The other day in New York City, 6 illegal aliens jumped a New York City cop, NYPD's finest. They jumped a New York City cop in Times Square and were arrested and released without bail. I know it's a city thing. I know it's a state thing. I know all that. I know all that. Okay? Stay with me. Released without bail. Came out of the courtroom on some Tupac raising the middle finger with the Detroit Red Wings jersey. Let me tell you something. What the is the world coming to? If you could be from another country, beat up a cop in New York City and walk out with no bail, what the is the world coming to? What the is the world coming to?
Yes, with the way things are going, you can clearly see the reason why he had to change his mind. I can't vote for Biden. I can't vote for Kamala because of all this.
This is why I think you're going to vote for Trump. Is because you, much like me, much like many people, independent thinkers, not the sheep, realize we kind of got played a little bit. Yes, Trump ain't exactly the smoothest character. He's not
not Jesus Christ.
No. But
I'm not voting for Kamala. I'm not,
But then you can't talk shit. And you need to be able to talk shit.
Well, wait a minute. So you're saying, so for you,
I won't vote for them.
so no matter what, that decision is
That
final.
ain't happening.
Okay.
No, I'm not. That's not happening.
Who, what?
For
I'm not
Kamala
voting for
Biden.
Kamala. I'm not voting
Or
for
anybody.
Biden.
Well, but Mikey, what about
I'm not
anybody
voting for
else?
them.
What about Michael?
Listen,
what about anybody
Vinny,
from
what
the
he's
left?
saying is,
Who?
what he's saying
There's
is,
nobody.
I'm saying, like,
Kennedy.
what if Newsom or one of these cats pop up?
Gavin? I just left California. I'm not voting for Gavin with the good hair.
I love that. I love that.
Gavin with the good hair,
But
just like Becky.
Fuck out of here.
So Mike, here's my thing though. So
I'm not a sucker.
I can't vote for Biden. I can't vote for Kamala because of all this. This is someone that has been a strong supporter of Biden. All of a sudden, he's changing his mind. If you go through his videos, on TikTok, most platforms, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. If you could even imagine that this guy, few months ago, could stand up to say, I will not vote for Biden, then I didn't see that possibility. This is to tell you how people are changing their mind on a daily basis. We all saw what happened yesterday about classified document.
I think this is going to be a crazy year. I think something, especially if
gonna
it gets
be
down to it,
Yeah.
and it looks like the Trump wave is going to, because they can't roll out Weekend at Bernie's and expect him to be able to debate or actually carry a conversation.
That's the plan. I think the plan is you wait until it becomes extremely obvious that Biden can't do it, and then they pull him out. And I think they probably put in Gavin Newsom. That's what I think.
He's hated, though, in California.
Yeah, but there's enough zombies out there that'll just blue no matter who, and he's our guy. They don't care. They're like, no one could have California's just the population's too high, and it's like, what are you going to do? And they'll come up with some sort of a reason.
Fifth, y'all know that I don't typically dive into celebrity garbage, but a couple friends last night told me I should check out the Grammys performances, so I was flipping between Harry Potter and the Grammys. A couple things I want to bring up. A little bit of coincidences, right? The rapper Killer Mike goes on Bill Maher and publicly basically says he's not going to support Joe Biden. And Bill Maher, of course, gets all upset and starts to push him. Well, why aren't you going to vote for him? Why aren't you going to endorse him over Donald Trump? Like, really? So he basically goes into why he would not support Joe Biden unless he publicly apologized for the crime bill, basically would come out and say that you're black, whether you vote for him or not, and one other thing. And if he did those things, he might endorse him. Basically saying he wasn't endorsing Joe Biden. Just like 90% of the black community that has woken up and has the Democratic wool taken over.
Tell me it's too late. What? Hey, Mike, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. What the fuck? Tell us about it.
Yes, I posted this one day ago according to this article recently published by the Gateway pundit. Killer Mike was arrested just 2 days after he refused to endorse Joe Biden on Bimahal's Real Time with Bimal.